we're back, and we've got our HR gal, Sheryl Bender, here to tell us all the do's and don'ts of interviewing. There's so many things that people get wrong. What are some of the biggest? Let's start with the don'ts.
Let's see. I would say the first don't is don't be late.
Huh?
I mean, it's important to do a little bit of prep work beforehand, including a dry run to actually get to the location itself, because that way way you know if there's any construction, any weird routes you need to take, any
just basic traffic.
Exactly.
Make sure you know the parking and all of that business.
Absolutely.
What about getting there too early?
There's a fine line. I'd say if you show up in the lobby or at the front desk 10-15 minutes early before your interview time, then you're fine. If you get there 45 minutes to an hour early, then you look a little bit
and you
desperate.
start tapping like, okay,
Right.
when's my interview? That's probably not a good idea, huh?
Right, and then the front desk person has to figure out what to do with you for all that time too.
Oh, that can't be good.
And that's probably another thing too. You got to take the front desk person seriously.
Absolutely. Most people don't recognize that your interview actually starts with the first person you see. I've experienced it personally where we've had a candidate we were on the fence about, and then in my case it's our security officers who are at the front. They say, oh, this candidate, they'll call up to my desk, this candidate was rude, and they were so irritated, and they were just nasty, and were they now?
So now you know that they were putting on a show for you.
Absolutely.
So what are the biggest do's that you suggest?
Do your homework. It's important to know about the organization that you are trying to get into, because every interview, with a company, it's not just them interviewing you, it's you interviewing them.
Absolutely.
And if you've done your homework, then you'll have some intelligent questions to ask to find out whether or not this really is a good fit for you.
Okay. And as far as doing the research, obviously you're going to go to the company website and things like that, but how do you find out some of the nitty-gritty?
Well, you know what? This is where some of the social media tools can come in handy, because, you can go to LinkedIn, find somebody in the company, and just shoot an email, ask them, what's the culture like? Heck, what is the dress code? So you'll know how to look for the interview.
That's a really good.
But you can do your homework and do the research so you can find out, touch base with somebody in there, and, you'll get a better idea of what it's like inside the organization.
And what about if it's a casual location, they dress down, do you dress up?
I would say the best thing is to take it about 1 to 1.5 steps above where they are. So if you know that they're in jeans and t-shirts, then if you come in, with your dark jeans, your nice shoes, and a blazer, you'll probably be good to go.
All right. Well, you definitely stepped it up a bit. So thanks so much, Sheryl, for all those do's and don'ts.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. We'll be back with more on Every Way Woman.